Hello everyone. Today we are discussing about introduction to the traditional animation. Traditional animation is the timeless art from the brings characters to the life through the meticulous hand-drawn frames from the character earliest xerotypes to the iconic cell animation of the 20th century. This captivity medium has evaluated evaluated through the creativity vision of the talent artist. The Zotraps and early animation device. Zotraps a cylinder with the series of the image on the inner surface that when someone creates the illusion of the motion. Pins cap scope. A circular device with the radial slides and series of the image that when someone in front of the mirror creates an animated effect. Pixanoscope, an improved version of the Spinoscope with the central mirror that reflects the animated image, creating the smoother, more detailed animation. The flip book of the classic animation technique. Simple yet effective flip book are the low tech but ingenious ways to create the basic animation by looking flapping through the series and hand-drawn images. Accessible to the all, a flip book can be created by the anyone with the notepad and a little creativity, making them a popular tool for aspiring animators. Capturing the moments. A flip bookmark format allows the artist to capture the recreate specific moments in time, adding the sense of the fluidity and moment. Cell animation brings the characters to the life. Layered approach, attention to the details, iconic visuals. In cell animation, each frame is created by the drawing the characters and background elements on the separate transparent sheet called cells that are then composited together. Attention to the details. Cell animation requires meticulous attention to the details as very as single frames must be drawn or painted by hand to the create the illusion of the moment. Iconic visuals. This technique has produced some of the most iconic and beloved animated characters in the cinema, from the Mickey Mouse to the Bugs Bunny. Stop motion animation frames. By the frames magic, physical manipulation, pin stacking process, unique aesthetics. Physical manipulation. Motion animation involves the physically manipulating the physical objects such as the puppets or the models on one frame at a time to the create a illusion, a moment. When paint stacking process, it is a meticulous and time consuming process that requires the great patience and attention to the details with each frame captured individually. Unique aesthetic. Stop motion animation has the distinctive visuals with styles that can recover essence to the tangibility and visibility that difficult to the achieve with the other animation techniques. Stop motion animation frame by the frame magic, physical manipulation, print stacking process, and unique aesthetics. Stop motion animation involves the physically manipulating physical objects such as puppets or the models on frame at a time to create an illusion moment. Pen stacking process, it is a meticulous and time consuming process that requires a great patience and attention to the details with each frame captured individually. Unique aesthetics. Stop motion animation has distinctive visual styles and canvas sense, a tangibility, a visually that difficult to achieve with the other animation techniques. Rotoscoping tracing live action footage. One of filming live actions frame by frame tracing, achieving realism. Rotoscoping begins with the filming of a live actions footage which has served as reference for the animators. Frame by frame tracing, animators then trace over the live actions footage frame by frame to create a more stylish animation version of the original footage, achieving realism. Rotoscoping allows the animator to achieve a high degree to realism and lifelike movement in their animated characters and scenes. The importance of the time and timing, the precise timing of each movement, action, and circular and crucial to creating a sense of weight, energy, and flow in an animated sequence. Spacing. The distance and spacing between the key processes and movement can convey a sense of speed, anticipation, and the overall rhythm of the animation. Squash and stretch. The principle of squash and stretch where the space of deforms and distorts helps to create a more natural and fluid sense of the moment. Principle of the traditional animation anticipation, preparing the audience for the action to come. Come here. Presenting the action in the clear and applying way. Slow in slow, gradual acceleration and deceleration of the movement. Arcs, natural curved paths of the movement. Exaggeration, empathizing the key elements to the heighten the desired effect. The art of storyboarding. Visual storytelling. The storyboarding is the process of creating the visual outline of an animated sequence using the series of a sketch or illustration to the plan, the action, camera angles, and pacing. Iterative process. The storyboarding allows animators to experiment with the different ideas and refining the visual narrative before committing to the labor instead process and drawing each individual frames. Collaborative effort. Storyboarding often involves a team of artists working together to develop the overall vision and flow of an animated film or a sequence. The future of the traditional animation techniques, hybrid approach, presentation and education, renewed appreciation. Traditional animation techniques are increasingly being combined with the digital tools and technologies, creating a new hybrid form of the animation that blends the best of the both worlds. There are growing efforts to preserve the rich history and the technique of the traditional animation, ensuring that these arts are from the continuing and to be studied and passed down to the new generation of the animation. Renewed appreciation as an audience to create them like rediscover the unique charm of the craftsmanship of the traditional animation. The future of the timeless medium looks brighter than ever. Thank you.